A new face will be taking the microphone starting really in just a matter of days from now. Karine Jean-Pierre, the new press secretary, once Jen Psaki leaves. Peter Alexander is there. He's on screen right now on camera. Hi, Peter.
Hi.
Tell us what President Biden has just made this announcement. There's a couple of announcements in here, but let's start with, frankly, Peter, this historic pick by President Biden. We should note, in the interest of full transparency, Karine Jean-Pierre was a former NBC News and MSNBC political analyst.
Yeah, that's right. So let's do this in order. The news just came a matter of moments ago. The president making the announcement that Karine Jean-Pierre is his historic pick to be the next press secretary. She will begin middle of this month. We're told that Jen Psaki, who she replaces, will have her last day at the podium on May 13th. Karine has been her principal deputy press secretary, serving as her number 2 through the course of the last year. As such, we have heard from Jen Psaki from the very beginning that she would be staying for about a year. The expectation is that that time was about to expire amid some conversations, though none confirmed at this point, that she would be heading to a media channel. It's been reported that she would be heading to the NBC networks, to MSNBC as well, though she said nothing publicly about that to this point. Here's what the president first said about it. He said, "I'm proud to announce that Karine Jean-Pierre will serve as the next White House press secretary." He says Karine not only brings the experience, talent, and integrity needed for this difficult job, but she will continue to lead the way in communicating about the work of the Biden-Harris administration on behalf of the American people. He says, "Jill and I have known and respected Karine for a long time, and she will be a strong voice speaking for me and the administration." As for Jen Psaki, who has become very popular among many Democrats in the United States who have watched closely as she has handled herself with aplomb in the briefing room. She has been able to fend off tough questions, and she's certainly been criticized by many of the president's critics as well, but she always came prepared and was able to answer our questions as best possible, sometimes to our frustration when she didn't answer them with the fullness that we were looking for. But that's part of the back and forth that exists here at the White House. About Jen, the president says, Jen Psaki has set the standard for returning decency, respect, and decorum to the White House briefing room. He says, "I want to say thank you to Jen for raising the bar, communicating directly and truthfully to the American people, and keeping her sense of humor while doing so. I thank Jen for her service to the country and wish her the very best as she moves forward." I was just in upper press. That's the area right outside Jen's office moments ago. We heard some cheering in that room behind closed doors. The door briefly cracked open. You saw all of her staff there. So it appears that she may have shared that information with her staff within the last hour, and the announcement made just minutes ago.
I don't want to, we sort of frame this, too, as this historic pick, Peter. You know, Karine Jean-Pierre would be the first black woman to serve in this role. She would be the first openly gay LGBTQ plus person to serve in this role, too.
Yeah, no, it's exactly right. It is a historic pick, and obviously this is an administration that's put a heavy focus on equity, on trying to have this administration, this cabinet, and the president's top advisors look more like America. And obviously the selection of a black woman, a woman from the LGBTQ community in that post, is a significant one. Karine is one who knows the press, the members of the press who work here day in, day out, myself included, very well. She is someone with whom we communicate on a regular basis. She has had her opportunities at the podium in the past as well as a limited number of others. But from the very beginning, the indications we got is that the president was focused on her for this post. I was told that as of last night, he had not made, or at least not shared, his final decision. But clearly the president went with the pick that many people had anticipated from the very start. Karine Jean-Pierre, who is not just familiar with the podium, but also familiar on television, as you note, having served as a contributor in the past to MSNBC. She has answered tough questions before, but they're about to get a lot tougher on a much more regular basis when she begins taking the podium in the middle of this month, Allie.